Yeah. I want West in I place once more, yeah, easy. You wanna know where I come from? You wanna know where I come from? I believe it. You wanna know where I come from? I don't pan the Middle East, but y'all out the West one give the kid peace. Me tip over to pretty Christine. A big broad smile and giggling teeth. Have a brand new 4-5 pretty crisp clean. Me deal with the chica press pretty pristine. Them say them bad but we no intrigue. If you this now you top then killing increase. And we no join both sides. One West are the best you fi know boy. You put a S on your chest when the chrome pine. Every bone a broke when left lone tribe. Make a force right boy if you know your size. Don't see me on the street on a 4-5. You get ratchet knife in your throat pipe. Man who make your chop flesh like your ghost rise. Give up the ghost. Make it both wife. Y'all shut up then over pan to a pint. Fuck you make you get wet like a boat ride. If you hold tight, y'all me a hold tight. Alright, no later then more time. Me have things to do but got more fight. Look you where the nanny girl do a bright. Follow we shoot the bumbo clad to a grind. That's where me come from. I don't pan the Middle East, but y'all out the West one get the kid piece. Me step over to pretty Christine. A big broad smile and giggling teeth. Have a brand new 4-5 pretty crisp clean. Me deal with the chica press pretty pristine. Them say them bad but we no intrigue. If you this now you talk then yeah, them too bad, I just mouth them off, I just slogan. You coulda big and tough like Hulk Hogan. You get your own a bag, you get total. Send your soul to God, the best no God. The whole fucking clip of your own that. You can set no chop for your own back. I go get sent off a run postal. Get a PO box. She say me handsome, she want hold me cocky at ransom. She want hood fi broke, she want yam some. She say breed me, give me that one son, boy. We have shotgun, we have Remington, we have Magnum. So if I beef you want, you can have some. Anything we come turn in a phantom. And where we come from, I don't pan the Middle East, but y'all out the West one get the kid piece. Me step over to pretty Christine. A big broad smile and giggling teeth. Have a brand new 4-5 pretty crisp clean. We deal with the chica press pretty pristine. Them say them bad but we no intrigue. If you this now you talk then killing increase. Increase. You know, yeah, easy. I one was in a building. I know when we come through, just hide the gal them and hide the liquor. Warning.
Say this from me heart on a rum chat. Here we gun talk, get your gunshot. Make the sun dark and the ground black. We plant calm but I never agriculture. I know the eagle in the dung, got the vehicle when young people that are the vulture. Say them evil never the vulture. They coulda run pan diesel that a fee punja. Away the blood clot. Do some gun bad. Away the blood clot. Do some gun back. Easy we coulda squeegee inna the Honda. Sleepy gunshot beat him in him slumber. Greedy fi make them dopey a the younger. Glad say me nah pre when me the younger. That no mean say no pussy can try. Pussy try run up and give with them life. Can't see penalty give with 3 points. This one West boy you must see one die. Away the blood clot. Do some gun back. Away the blood clot. Do some gun back. Don't stop war with we. You will see, you'll see. My thoughts them are real. Better agree. Don't stop while we One West. Some people live the good life, them and them steak and mummy pot dry. But they tell me I gotta die for happy, for have it. Millions, house and cars and bike. I got the pussy them don't want see we have a 1,000 tall up rifle. I got them want fi see na fi we hand. You nah give we food fi we yam. And when the youth use brilliance, fuck up the road like Gideon. You start call man pillion. The bad boy, true me say don't rush me a bad fly. And true me no got church, me no baptize. Don't tell me no heaven in a that sky when some people live the good life. Them and them steak and mummy pot dry. But they tell me I gotta die for happy. No joy for the black boy. The ghetto youth them a fuck up the road and tough up the code dust, no go below. See double 9 man a shuffle the board. And if you no know then you no fi know. Matic in a waist we no go lucky mode. This one West boy get up your load. Who no know when me no shoes and me no food and no clothes. We no do the posing, we no export. Just a wait for the right time for we explode. Hustle man a hustle charge you we make door. And we can't wait for the next show. Some people live the good life. Them and them steak and mummy pot dry. Come and tell me I gotta die for happy. No joy for the black boy. Millions, house and cars and bike. I got the pussy them don't want see we have a 1,000 tall up rifle. I got them want fi see na fi we hand. You nah give we food fi we yam. And when the youth get original, fuck up the road like Gideon. You start call man criminal. In killer them a search for them heaven on earth. Man a fi a fight with the devil from birth. Poverty a time for your Lego man shirt. Your man a fi stay blessed all when the land curse. All when the land curse. I know the GLE them want see we in a one earth. The bad boy, true me said don't rush me a bad fly. And true me no got church, me no baptize. Don't tell me no heaven in a that sky with. Some people live the good life. Them and them steak and mummy pot dry. But they tell me I gotta die for happy. No joy for the black boy. Yeah. One West. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We work hard in a life, hustle every day and all in a night. Man a hunt for the goal and a dig it in a road and a live no life. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. Right now me a seek time for myself and me a shell down some party. Me stressed. Me a look for a recess. For me brain me a refresh. This a game me a reset. Move to that girl inna the beach dress. The body a roller, she a the neatest. She nah no man, nah that a the weakness. So me the in her ears but not like a real pest. Nah, just a move with a vibe. Like we a pour the mood is alive. If you do 9 to 5 I know you a get rich, you do realize. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. Right now we a pour kulu rump on Tennessee, we compare. That is it, move to that girl, let the body tick. What is it, you know see me a talk loud the politics. Watch it twist, no one see no ratchet flick, no matic click. No negative energy, a positive. One West I keep the peace and no magic trick. We a dance till the night gone. We a groove, we a vibe. And no care, no fear right off. Make it on with your life. Me say, me no want see you leave yet. Me no want see you depressed. We a party for de-stress. We work hard in a life. Hustle every day and all in a night. Man a hunt for the goal and I mash up the road and nah live no life. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Me stress, me a look for a recess. For me brain me a refresh. This a game me a reset. Move to that girl inna peach dress. The body a roller, she a the neatest. She nah no man, so that a the weakness. So me the inner it here, that a no real test. Nah.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Shabrak to all the brothers, Yahweh Shemar, Latham, Hashem, Yahweh to all the sisters. You understand? I'm Priest Officer 500 Barak Yala with the I.S.U.P.K, which stands for the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. And you already know what it is. Another episode of One West Ground Zero podcast, hosted by Officer Adiyar and myself. Officer Adiyar will join us shortly. Salakia. We have the best stories in Canada. This is a bad podcast in Canada, the bad podcast in Montreal, the bad podcast in North America. You understand? And you will ever hear, listen to, or whatnot, right? After Black Watch, after Cross the Line, of course, you know, big up to the men above us. But we have stories that you may think are unbelievable, you know, and we'll get into these stories with Officer Adiyar, who will join us shortly again. But damn, if you see the climate that we're in today, it's diabolical. Now, come to find out, listen, the stories will speak for themselves, and you will get the One West perspective on it. And these are genuine reaction because we hear about this. We barely know anything about this until we bring them up on the show with y'all, right? And also, you put the link in the chat to anyone who would like to join in, give a comment, to ask a question live. The StreamYard link is in the chat. You know, we're streaming from I.S.U.P.K Montreal, I.S.U.P.K Toronto on YouTube and Facebook, and our new channel, One West Ground Zero on YouTube. Y'all better like, comment, subscribe. If you ain't subscribed to One West Ground Zero Radio yet, I absolutely believe that you are flamboyant. You are a flamboyant LGBT lifestyle living person because you do not subscribe to the I.S.U.P.K. That's it. That's the message. That's a fact. Now, if you want to prove us wrong, tap the subscribe button and share everywhere. If not, rest in your flamboyancy. Salakia. But let's get some of these clips, you know, until Adiyar comes in. Give me 1 second. So some clips, some articles. Let me start with this one. Good night. This is crazy work. It says 2 Ontario women. I don't know if they're actual real women, but you know, based on their facial features, it's a lot. Are on trial for the murder of 12-year-old boy they plan to adopt. And someone said in the comments, usual suspects with the rainbow emoji. I mean, this community is a very violent community. They have always been. The proof is Jeffrey Dahmer. All the serial, matter of fact, most, if not all, the serial killers in America were sodomites. There's a pattern that needs to be examined right here. You understand? I mean, this is not speculation or conspiracy theory, but damn. They were about to, imagine if they had adopted the boy. What would have happened? Probably some just as bad, if not worse. Good night. Salakia. But 2 Ontario women, if they are women from birth, which I couldn't care less, they're still part of that same community. They are on trial for the murder of a 12-year-old. It doesn't even say the 12-year-old boy is an Edomite or is he, you know, a brother or not, which is irrelevant. This is crazy enough. We have Officer Adiyar joining us just now. You know, this is crazy enough that I don't see how these people should be trusted. It's like it. Hey, Shalom, SHALAM. So like you can hear us on one.
Yeah, hey, shalom, priest YAHANNA. What's going on?
Yeah, everything to us. So we're just getting into these stories real quick. The first one is damn diabolical.
Yeah.
As you can see, these two women, which I don't know if they are really women or not, it's irrelevant, are on trial for murder for the murder of a 12-year-old boy they plan to adopt.
Yeah, I see it, man. Like, you right, man. You right on what you said. Like, this is an extremely violent community, man. You know what I'm saying? That community is like, you know what I'm saying, the community of murder, of pedophiles, of rapists. You know what I'm saying? These people are extremely violent. You know what I'm saying?
And imagine, at this point, should we really let these people? Because you know, there's a pattern right here. I think we covered a story like that one of the first episodes. This couple of LGBT white men molested all the children they adopted.
God.
You know, like this need to be examined. Like, what's going on? Like, shouldn't we care about? Like, you see, the problem is this: we're in a society that cares more about the feeling of delusional people as opposed to children. They rather put children in harm's way just to not offend a community that is just stupid. Like, how are you gonna identify as a giraffe, a lesbian albino giraffe, and make me believe that you are a lesbian albino giraffe that is a carnivore?
All right.
Like, there's someone that says that they became a genderless dragon. I was like, well, what the good night. And we have to respect, and just to not offend these people, society puts children in harm's way.
Right.
You understand? That is damn. Yeah, who cares for the children? Since it's like it became uncommon. It's like damn near not normal to care for children no more in this society. How do we know that? Because you allow these people to try and adopt children. You push all types of deviancy in the mind of children. You corrupt children from birth. Someone said, some stupid, Dwayne Wade said his son, because I'm not going to call her whatever name, I'm not going to call him whatever he identify as, said, well, he knew he was a girl from 3 years old. Nigga didn't even know his alphabet. How did he know he's a girl? You know how I know I was a boy? Because I have an appendage between my legs. It's like all little boys. That's how you know you're a boy. You don't sit down to pee. You understand? This nigga said, well, I forgot what's his son's name, but I'm not gonna call him by whatever he calls himself today.
Yeah,
he said
it's Zion, I believe.
Zaya, that's the girl name.
No, that's the boy's name is Zion, I believe.
Good damn. You went from Zion to some sodomite. That is crazy. Zaire Wade. Yeah. Listen. He said from 3 years old he knew he was a little girl. Man, they even know his alphabet. Man, they even know his own name. He couldn't pronounce his own name, talking about he knew he was a girl. See, that's the problem. If you don't want children, and you have them already, just give them for adoption to the I.S.U.P.K. We'll take care of these children. We'll protect them. We're not going to let these children be harmed in any types of way. Some people should not have children. Some people should not want to have children. How you want to have a child and you murder him? It's a lot, the other one. This is something that really ticks me off. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
How you want to have a kid and you murder them?
And you're right, like I'm saying, this community, like this empire, teach us not to love children because you know what I'm saying they are the only people on earth that you know what I'm saying that push abortion. You know what I'm saying? The woman has the right to kill their own, you know what I'm saying, offspring and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And we fall victim of their scam, you understand? But now they're realizing that they're not producing enough children on earth. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a problem to them. But you know what I'm saying? This community is known for being the murderers, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Even throughout the Bible, for those that don't know the Bible or think that the Bible is a myth, you know what I'm saying? Even in the Bible, you have a Sodom and Gomorrah, you know what I'm saying, who are known, you know what I'm saying, to participate in, you know what I'm saying, like rape and want to kill people, you know what I'm saying? That's all. It's all the same spirit out there. So like,
Yeah, so like that's diabolical. We can move on. Just know that the Most High has something in reserve for you. You understand? Salakia. Listen, people, if they don't look these up, they may not believe it's true. A Catholic priest who discussed bombing mosques and shooting black people in neo-Nazi chat avoids jail. Well, damn. I thought God loved everybody.
right.
Isn't that what they teach in the Catholic Church? Good night. This man say, Salah, go ahead, Ottawa.
So like, and you know what's the funny thing about it is like when we speak, they're gonna tell us, you know what I'm saying, we just only speaking like about righteousness and like justice, and we get told to love your neighbor, like you know what I'm saying, like they want to use that scripture of the Bible, love your neighbor, so we should love everybody, even the like the people that's oppressing us. Meanwhile, he's somebody, an oppressor that's talking about like killing us, you know what I'm saying, unaliving us, and yet nobody, not one Christian is gonna say, well, you know what, you need to love your neighbor. It's a lie.
Right. Watch this. Father Mark Rolls, 57, who used the online alias Skinhead Lad 1488. Damn, that's his username. That's his gamer tag. This nigga name is Skinhead. You ain't even bald yet. Shave your head and then I might take you for serious. Just know this, right? Any single time, you should not believe the white man when he tells you, you know, he's all about love and peace and whatnot. But when he tells you that he's about to bomb a mosque or he's about to shoot black people, you know, and he's in a neo-Nazi chat, believe him. Everything that is bad or corrupted that white people say about themselves, just believe them. That's when you need to believe them, not when they tell you, well, not all white people are like that. You know, we discovered America. We brought civilization to savages. Don't believe them. That's not true. That's a lie. The Christian church will save you. God loves everybody. Does God love this Catholic priest? Who's probably most likely a pedophile of that. Damn. I could tell. Why? Because he's a Catholic priest. And he's an Edomite. That should just be a telltale sign that he is dangerous. Imagine that. A Catholic priest in a neo-Nazi chat talking about getting black people erased off the census. So like, yeah.
And it shouldn't be, well, it's not surprising to us because we know the story of the Catholic Church, you know what I'm saying? We know that the Catholic Church, you know what I'm saying, was one of the main institutions behind slavery and unaliving us, you know what I'm saying? So we know the work of the Catholic Church. Meanwhile, the Catholic, you know what I'm saying, they're using a book that belongs to black people. That same priest, Catholic priest, you know what I'm saying, he's using a book that belongs to so-called black and Hispanics and Native Indian. Meanwhile, he hates them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's mainly all of these preachers, you know, white preachers, man. White priests, you know what I'm saying? Like they all hate black people, man. You understand? And that's why, you know what I'm saying, even with all the documents that they have in the Vatican, all the, you know what I'm saying, history that they have, they will never say, you know what I'm saying, that black people are the real Jews because they actually hate you. Meanwhile, they have your book making money, you know what I'm saying? That, you know how much gold is there in the Catholic, you know what I'm saying, under the Vatican? You know what I'm saying? You know how much money the Catholic Church has? You know what I'm saying? From taking this book and, you know what I'm saying, like spreading the lies of white Jesus. Meanwhile, they know that Jesus is a black man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? As a people, you know what I'm saying, you should get away from the Christian church because these are the people that's telling you about God. These are the people that's telling you like Jesus is white. These are the people that's telling you, well, you know what, you gotta love your neighbor. Meanwhile, they hate your guts. So like,
Damn right. And you know what's the last thing before we move on, the funniest thing is this is the same people that say, well, Muslims are terrorists, Arabs are terrorists, but he's the one talking about bombing a mosque. No, I'm not out here trying to defend the Arab or Muslim community, because they hate us, which we couldn't care less. But imagine that these people want to point the finger at the Muslims for being terrorists, yet he's in a neo-Nazi chat talking about bombing the mosque. Good night. You cannot make this up. Salak, I don't know if you're ready to move on, but damn.
Let's go. So hopefully our people open their eyes and see exactly who the enemy is. You understand? We are not your enemies because we tell you the truth. You understand? But these people, you understand, that's over you. These people that's telling you about God, supposedly about God, that's sitting and you respect them and love them. These are actually people that want you dead. We want you to live in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? We want you to strive. We want you to be well. We want you to rule. Meanwhile, these people want you dead.
Damn right. A man was raped while jogging in a local park of Texas City by a group of women. In a week, hundreds of men started visiting the park for jogging. Boy, listen, we tell you that our oppressor is a sexual deviant by nature. You have to believe it. Like what? And you really can't make this up. Like a lot of things you think, yo, it's all make believe. It's just social media. Y'all just look it up. You just like Google is your best friend. You understand? But our oppressor is a sexual deviant. Like this man gets assaulted, now they all want to be raped. It's in their nature. That's what says the Bible says that when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. When the wicked is ruling, the people mourn. Listen, imagine being ruled by a people that just enjoy rape. Damn. It's a lot, y'all one.
It's probably like Edomite. There's a video I put out. I was watching a movie the other day. And the Edomite explained exactly how the nature of the of them, of how they are. And he said the purpose of life for them is they eat, they fight, they have sex, and they kill. That's their nature, man.
That sounds about white.
Yeah, good. He was a white man. He went in the deserted island trying to find out the purpose of life. He was writing his book or whatnot, and that's what he came up with. Like the purpose of life is fight. Eat, fight. Have sex, and then kill. That's the
damn.
nature.
I mean, that's true historical records. That's literally all they've been doing across the face of the earth. What did Esau do? He was just killing, and then he needed to eat. He went to Jacob like, yo, I don't give a damn about nothing. Just give me some food. That's literally what Esau told Jacob. Give me some food. That's all. He said, give me some food. And I'm hungry.
He didn't say eat my bad. He said hunt. We hunt, we fight, we fuck, and then we kill.
Well, damn.
So that's the nature. This is not surprising to us in the UPK, but imagine all these women having STDs, having chlamydia, having gonorrhea.
Damn, that is crazy. He's like, yo, we hunt, and he said what? He said we hunt, we kill, and we have sex.
We fight, we fuck, and we kill.
That sounds about right. That's that good night. But see, this is the proof that white people should not be in power. The people who are in power, they think it's normal. The man got assaulted by women, and then 100 of men want the same thing. And this shows you one more thing, right? I had the clip. Listen, I think John Muhammad made a class about that. Like, white people really don't know how to talk to women. There must be some type of assault you know, within, that's their game. They don't have game. They don't know how to spit game. That's what it's in their nature. Listen, I have the perfect clip right here. This is the clip. John Muhammad said, white people, you need to take notes.
White men, you don't like vagina. You don't like women. You white men, you don't want women. You don't like women. You get more pleasure from forcing a woman than you do from seducing a woman. The only white men that can get a woman is someone that learns how to do it from a black man, from an Hispanic man. You see, we play that right there. That's what you need right there. Oh, get that, white people. White people, listen carefully. You need some of this in your life. You know, let me tell you something about D'Angelo. White men, you don't like vagina. You don't like women.
Listen, what happened in that city of Texas where the man got sexually assaulted by these women, and all the men now starting to go to the same park where he got sexually assaulted to potentially have it done to themselves? They don't have game. They don't know how to spit. The only time they know how to spit is because they watch black movies. They have black friends. They listen to rap. You know, that's how. What's the group? Omarion. What's his name? The nigga named Omarion. They had a group. B2K. That's what it is. They become the whites. B2K. They become the white Chris Brown. They become the white Ushers. If it wasn't for us showing them, paving the way on how to approach a woman, they'll just be raping everything that has a heartbeat, which they still do. And apparently, white men are not the only one who do it. White women do the same.
Right.
Good night. Salak, the other one.
You know what I'm saying? And the general is right, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you right too, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is why you have NSYNC, you have Backstreet Boys, you know what I'm saying? Because of black people, you know what I'm saying? And the oppressor doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, either, you know what I'm saying, like, want to get, you know what I'm saying, like somebody he could rape or somebody that is easy to get. That's why, you know what I'm saying, like that white woman that's having sex with 100, 1,000 men, like you see, like most of the men like in line, like, you know what I'm saying, ready to have sex with her, are all white men. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's either they want somebody that, you know what I'm saying, they could force, rape, or somebody that's so easy to get, anybody could just have sex. People just lining up and have sex with her. That's what they want.
That's why white men love whores.
Yeah.
That's a clip. Salak. Make sure it's a white men love whores. Damn. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Only in Canada, liberal minister says Canadians should be prosecuted for Bible verses he finds hateful. Well done. Just say that you don't want the UPK to have camp. Just say that. Just say you don't want the UPK to teach class. That's it. Because the whole Bible is only for so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. It's for, to, and by Israelites. Nobody else. We didn't write in the Bible God doesn't love everybody. We didn't write God hates Esau. We didn't. We just read it. What are you going to do? Change the Bible? Make a God love everybody Bible? I mean, damn. I thought the white man wrote the Bible. Why are you complaining? Damn. Listen, I'm not a, you know, it's a lock here. At the end of the day, they just want to stop the truth, but they can't stop the truth.
Right.
The white man is the devil, and that's in the Bible.
Yeah.
You know? And if the white man is not the devil, why are you portraying yourself as the devil? Have you seen the show? My sister watches the show. It's called Lucifer. You know, it's a white man who plays Lucifer. Let me see if I can find a picture. If you're not the devil, why do you portray yourself as the devil? The movie Hellboy, it's a white man who plays Hellboy. Why are you complaining? Again, what do you deem hateful in the Bible? The Bible is all about love for blacks, Latinos, and natives. That's all it's about. I don't see what he's complaining about. It's a lockout one.
And that's the oppressor for you. The oppressor knows that, you know what I'm saying, he has only a short time. So, and he's seeing like the work of the I.S.U.P.K, especially, you know what I'm saying, what we do in Montreal, you know what I'm saying, like the classes, you know what I'm saying, and they're watching us, you know what I'm saying. Even though they don't want to admit it or whatnot, they don't want to give us a shout out in the comments. We don't give a damn. But they're watching us. You know what I'm saying? They understand, like, you know what I'm saying, like they're gonna make this, like, you know what I'm saying, like it's against LGBT, but it's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Because they understand that the Bible is a black man book. They're realizing, you know what I'm saying, and, you know what I'm saying, this is a black man book, it's not their book. And the hypocrisy about it is, I thought you used the Bible to put us in chain. Didn't you like say like slave obey your master? Meanwhile, this is not, the verse is not even talking about that. You use that in slavery. You know what I'm saying? Will you bend that? You know what I'm saying? Like, since it's about you,
Right.
like that's what white people have. When it's about them, they care about it. You know what I'm saying? They put so much, you know what I'm saying, like energy behind something that they think is offensive to them. Meanwhile, you use the Bible to enslave us. You use the cross to, you understand, like kill our forefathers, kill our foremothers. You understand, like you change your whole identity and culture of a people, you understand, putting them, you understand, in those, you understand, like those schools there with the nuns and whatnot that was raping them and killing them. You don't say let's close the Christian church. You don't say let's close the Catholic church. The Catholic church is still molesting kids today. You don't say let's kill, let's, like, you know, say let's close these churches. Well, because you know that the truth is coming out. Now we have a problem. Like these niggas in the UPK, you understand, like in the street talking about the white man is the devil. And we read the Bible, it says that. Well, we gotta, you know what I'm saying, like we gotta, you know what I'm saying, not ban the Bible, you know what I'm saying, prosecute the people, you know what I'm saying, that's using the Bible, you know what I'm saying, or those hateful verses. So which part of the Bible should we use? The one that makes you feel good? The one that makes you feel like ease? You know what I'm saying? We should be like the Christian church and say love everybody when the Bible talks about loving the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Like even like, you know what I'm saying, like loving everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, we say that we preach the Christian church teaches that. But what about like just like what you showed earlier, those Catholic priests that are Nazis, you know what I'm saying, that are in the back chat and, you know what I'm saying, the back rooms talking about let's unalive blacks? Would you prosecute them?
Right.
Would you go against them? The oppressor is the damn devil the Bible speak of, man. And I can't wait
Right.
to come back and, you understand, and slaughter you, you understand, like, and make you pay for, you understand, all your lies, all your hypocrisy, and all your hates towards black, Hispanics, and Native Indian, man. It's a lie.
No, absolutely. And that's the problem. Because now they're saying it's, you know, it's all about tolerance. And they're not coming for hate, they're coming for truth. The truth is you're the devil the Bible speaks of. And God hates you. Are you going to try and prosecute God? Good night. Listen, Christ is coming back. Are you going to prosecute him too? And maybe they will, because he's a nigga.
And he looks like
they're going to try. We know how to do it. We know how to do niggas. You know, in Salakia.
He looks like one of those, you know what I'm saying, like in the movies, like the zombie movies. It looks like he could be one of those zombies.
Yeah, he looked like he got bit. You know how the people who get bit get treated in zombie movies. If not, watch The Walking Dead and tell me about it. Salakia.
The oppressor is such a demonic beast, man. How you gonna say like you're gonna bend the Bible, like, you know what I'm saying, bend the verses of the Bible, man? You know what I'm saying? Even the Bible itself tells you, you understand, not to add, not to take away from the scriptures. Now he's saying we gotta take away from the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? This is why I pray God send all the plagues on them, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially the ones in power, knowing the truth of the Bible and yet doesn't want us to, you know what I'm saying, like teach the truth of the Bible. I pray all the plagues in the book fall on you and your family.
And Salaki, you just reminded me of something. We got banned from libraries for teaching the Bible. We got banned from, listen, Officer Adiar and myself, we're currently banned throughout the city of Montreal for libraries, just for saying that the real Jews are Black, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And the day that justice will be served is coming. That's it. And it's so hypocritical to want to ban the Bible, right? And why is it the Bible? Like, imagine this. You're complaining about all the East Indians coming to Canada, bringing their culture. You're not banning the Sanskrit. You know, you're complaining about, well, the Muslims are taking over. You're not saying ban the Quran. Why are you saying ban the Bible all of a sudden? Don't you know the Quran, it says to kill the infidels? Now, we don't care whether you ban the Quran or not. It's not our problem. We don't give a damn. Don't ban it. Ban it. We couldn't care less. But why? Clearly, you're not even, you know, trying to go against the Catholic Church, the Christian or the Baptist, or all denominations throughout Canada. You know, why are you not mentioning the Mormons? The Mormons are saying that black people are cursed. That's in the Mormon Bible. Okay. Really, you're coming against the I.S.U.P.K. We brought it out multiple times. The whole government trying to prevent commending John and Hannah to come to Canada like 3 years ago. They wrote a whole article about us. You think we forgot? Now you're trying to ban us from libraries just for saying black people stop selling drugs? The Bible don't want you to sell drugs. You want to ban the Bible? Well, if that's the case, ban the Mormon Bible. Yeah. I think we're all equal, so we should all be treated equally, right? Ban the Buddhist scrolls. Ban the East Indian Sanskrit. Why don't you ban the Quran? You understand? Do that. And then we could talk about all being equal and all loving each other and all tolerating each other, right? Let's tolerate banning everything. Matter of fact, how about you ban yourself back to the Caucasus Mountains? That's what you should do. And maybe the earth will be at peace. Just maybe, because the virus, if the virus is not contained and eradicated, it might spread again throughout the face of the earth. And we know that just like you're the devil the Bible speaks of, you're the earth, the Bible, you're the virus the earth is sick of. Salakia.
God. And I just want to add something that on what you said, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, about, you know what I'm saying, them other nations coming with the philosophy. You know what I'm saying? There was lately they had a protest, you know what I'm saying, they were like saying like, no, we don't want them to pray in the street. We are Christian nation. We are Christian nations. Every Christian should stand up. You know what I'm saying? Every Christian should stand up and be like, if we're a Christian nation, what is it about the Bible that you want to ban? Like, you know what I'm saying, what does the Bible say? Like, you know what I'm saying, you don't want people to know that the churches are not teaching. And not only that, you understand, like you know what I'm saying, like they've been like, you know what I'm saying, like lying for so long, you know what I'm saying, like teaching us lies and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And it is something demonic for the white man to say, like, let's bend the Bible. Not only you're a Christian nation, but you understand, like, knowing everything that you do today, you understand, like, you after you got rich from the Bible, you understand, you have an entire empire from the Bible. Now the truth of the Bible is coming out. You want to ban it, and that should tell every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian something. The white Bible is not a white man book. If it was their book, it is the most published. It is the most, you know what I'm saying, the most, you know what I'm saying, powerful, we could say, the most, you know what I'm saying, like viral book on the face of the earth. If it was their book, why would they want to ban it? Why would they want to ban things in it? They would say that, well, let's change it. They're not saying let's change it, let's ban it, because why? It is not their book. Salakia.
Damn right. Salakia.
Systemic racism, racial discrimination, and harassment are an affront to these values, and yet we allowed these injustices to occur and fester within our ranks. Therefore, on behalf of the Canadian Armed Forces, I offer my most sincere and deepest apologies. I apologize to every CAF member, veteran who experienced racism, discrimination, and harassment. And I acknowledge we failed you.
Well, I never heard a white person sound so sincere in my life. I was actually about to cry an ocean. The tears were damn near flowing out of her eye sockets. You know, but listen, she might actually be sincere. Again, she might. I can't say she is 100%. What I could tell you is that Canada is 100% racist, just like the US, just like the UK, just like France, Spain, and Portugal. Like, what do you think this is? You think this is the Switzerland of North America? They have the same history as the US. We have systemic racism. Listen, we have the most racist, we're in the most racist province in Canada, Quebec. You know, the police is extremely racist, and they say there's no systemic racism in Canada. She's in the look at her uniform. What do you think? She's cosplaying? This is Halloween costume? I don't know about the tears, whether they're fake or not. You know, ask the Lord. She might be a sincere white woman. The point is, the army or the military, right, or whatever faction of it, is absolutely racist. You know, from the stories you might hear from General Hazayan, from when he was, before he was in the school, the stories that I heard from Officer Kazak Ahmad, who told me himself that the most racist place that, you know, he witnessed was when the man that he was before being in the truth was in the military. You understand? So listen, the military, Esau's army, military, whatnot, any military is not a place for so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. It's not. Where's the proof? How many of us died in the military? I'm not even talking about combat. The sister, Vanessa Gillen, I think she was Mexican or Salvadorian. They raped her, and I think they poured acid on her genitals to hide the fact that she was raped by white men in the military. You understand? November 11th is coming up. The day of, what do they call it? The Day of Remembrance for World War I, where they wear the poppy flower. I did a whole history class on that. Black people were trying to prove themselves that they're worth being in the white society. They're not the ones who are remembered on every November 11th. They're not. They're not giving the land back to the natives or to the descendants of native soldiers that invented the Morse code so that people didn't understand communications between the military. They did not. You know, the brother came home, I think from Vietnam with the Korean War in the US. He was told to get off the bus or take his uniform, stop impersonating a soldier. He was beaten by a cop to the point where his eyes got popped out of his skull. And now he was blinded for life. And that's the treatment he got coming back to fight for his country. You understand? So like, I'm gonna just bring a precept real quick, and I don't want to be too long-winded, right? This is the book of Salakia, Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. You need to understand this. Ain't fighting for your country if it is not your country. Get into the mindset of a thief. Once a thief steals something, whatever he stole doesn't belong to the person he stole it from. It belongs to him. Micah chapter 2, verse 10 says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. The hell fighting for America, the hell fighting for Canada. What you gonna do? Fight the Russians? Fight the Ukrainians? Gonna blow yourself up in Palestine or whatnot? Nah. If you want to fight for your people, you come into the school. That's what you do. You tune into these classes. You put in all black. You understand? You do your 90 days. You get your Hebrew name. Become a man of war. Become a sister that is fighting for her people. You understand? You come over here. You learn how to righteously fight for your people. You don't pick up a gun. You don't put steroids in your veins and go, you know, fly yourself across the globe to just get yourself blown up and come back with one less or two less legs. You understand? You don't become a dyke. Damn, Salaki kid. Don't get us clipped. But you don't become a I don't know what word to use, but you don't become a bold dagger. I think we could say bold dagger. You know, in the military with a buzz cut. You don't do that. You come over here and you show how, you know, you want to fight the spices in the kitchen and feed the soldier that is going to protect you and the children. That's how you fight for your nation. You understand? Provide the clothes that these brothers are going to need. Make a garment. You know, the man is coming back from a fight from camp. I don't know. Rub his feet, rub his head, do a back massage or something. You know, fight the ideology that you were told as a black Latina, or Native woman that you don't need a man. Fight that. You understand? That's how you fight for your people. Not by, saying we don't need black men, Hispanic men, these days ain't shit. No, you fight for your people by not listening to white people. They tell you, yeah, go into the military, right? What is it? People say go in the military, they pay our school fees and they erase your debt. You're gonna come back with more debt. You're gonna come back. Some veteran, I see here, you got pepper sprayed, almost got blinded by the police. You don't give a damn. You're like, have you ever played chess? You're a pawn. Pawns are sacrificial. That's all you are. And look at the history. When we went to war for these people, we were always on the front lines, to the point where the enemy is gonna exhaust all his bullets on us. Now that they're reloading, the white men could just go kill their enemies. They killed all the pawns. Salak, I don't know if you're win it, but damn, the white man is the goddamn devil.
And this is Jenny Carignan. You understand? Like, like when they say like white woman tears is powerful, like, you understand, like where we go, they're trying to, understand, like say like a black man, understand, like violated them, they're crying, so they believe the white man. So they're using that same method as well right now, because they know that they're going to war. They know that they're going to war. They know World War III is coming. You know what I'm saying? They put a white woman, you know what I'm saying, would look like a man too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, in the forefront, acting like she crying and whatnot. Because they really want people, you know what I'm saying, like people, you know what I'm saying, black people, black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people to go die join the military. That's really what it is. Meanwhile, let me tell you something, Jenny. The other day, there was a Haitian family. You know what I'm saying? One of them is in the military, and the other one is the security for the metro, you know what I'm saying, for the subway of Montreal. They were arrested by the police because they were in a nice car. You understand? One of them, you know what I'm saying, like they got pepper sprayed, beat up, and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like even the mother, you understand, that came out, you know what I'm saying, to see like if her sons were okay. They pushed the mother and like, you know what I'm saying, she was an animal. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens, you know what I'm saying? Not just in the military, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You should talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see you like standing up for that family. I don't see you like, you know what I'm saying, like telling the police, well, this was a military man. You understand? In my military, we should have respect him. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Not because he's black, he should be treated like an animal. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no news, no nothing for, you know what I'm saying, about that. You understand? I don't see no news about all the scheme and all the agenda and all the, you understand, secret program that you did on black people in Canada, man. You understand? You know how much, you understand, black man, you understand, being targeted by the military or somebody in the military? You understand? You don't speak about that though, but because you want people to come and die for your country, you want people to protect you because you know that you're in trouble now. You know World War III is coming. You know those prophecies are real. There's a whole side of the military dedicated on the prediction and we are saying like revelation prophecies, man. Don't get it, you know what I'm saying? Don't believe these white people. They know these books, you know what I'm saying, from Genesis to Revelation. They're watching what, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're watching the sky. Now they have like something in the sky that they're watching and they're like, well, there's electricity, it's moving different way because they're scared out of their mind, man. You know what I'm saying? They know that Christ is coming back. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole branch of the military, you know what I'm saying, like that just focus on this who's the real enemy, and who's the real enemy of white people is black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. You know what I'm saying? I know the white tears, you know what I'm saying, usually work, you know what I'm saying, when you claim, you know what I'm saying, like we violated one of you, you know what I'm saying, we did this to you, and it usually work, you know what I'm saying, like your people, your man, you know what I'm saying, like usually, you know what I'm saying, like fall and like, you know what I'm saying, like agrees to, oh yeah, he's guilty. But it's not, it doesn't work on us, man. I'm saying it's not gonna work on us. You just need people to come and die for you, be in the military. Meanwhile, you don't give a damn about black people, man. You don't give a damn about native. You don't give a damn about Latinos. You understand? Your crying is just like a crocodile tears. You understand? Like we see through it. You know what I'm saying? You understand? If you're sincere, really, the next time we go to Toronto or we're in Montreal, we have a public speaking. Come kiss those boots, man. Come show you're really sorry. Come show you understand like you really care about black people because we are the real Jews. You should say that. The military should say that. I'm saying these people, according to the records, according to the archaeology, according to the history, we find out that these people are the real Jews and those Jewish people are imposters. Say that if you really cares. I'm saying, and next time like the scriptures say, they shall come and lick your boots. Well, hey, if we do that, maybe we have some like agreement to that. Oh yeah, she might be sincere after all. So like that.
She might be, but you got a point. It's like white women tears is so powerful that the tears, the fake tears of a white woman got so many black men locked up, black cities burnt down to the ground. And really is that, like you said, right? Where's that? Let me share this real quick. 72% of Canadian military members are either overweight or obese. Or they're on drugs doing fentanyl, because we know like white people like opioids, right? This is the problem. They need us in the military. They're realizing, well, we don't have the same relationship that we used to have with blacks, Latinos, and Native, because now the truth is coming out that Canada is as racist as the U.S. or whatnot. The U.S. is extremely racist. They elected the modern day Hitler, So now who's going to fight in our military? We have one of the worst military in ever. And when you come down to it, you realize that the white men never really had like an actual fight on the ground. The fight they had on the ground is what? In Vietnam, they lost. They went to war in Afghanistan for 20 years with people that were wearing sandals and towels on top of them. They never seen an AK-47 in their life. They never had an actual proper firearm, and they still lost. Like the white man is realizing, that their whole strength is they living on a long gone reputation of being the big bad wolf. Like what you do, you can't win. You drop a nuke on Japan. That's what happened. You can't win. You feel like you're about to lose. You drop nukes and napalm and what do they call it? White phosphorus. That's what white people do. They never actually won a fight. Wow. Now they're realizing, well, guess what? We're about to get into the worst fight we ever faced in our lives, in the lives of our nation. We need the people who, know how to fight. Why do we know how to fight? Because everybody's against us, because our God is a man of war. These people are just, even the way they conquer nations. You didn't kill off the natives by fighting the natives. You poisoned them with smallpox. That's what you did. You didn't go to war with the natives. It was chemical warfare. They didn't know nothing about smallpox. You poisoned the whole continent with smallpox. And then, just like the predators that they are, they prey on the weak and the unprotected, and they killed and raped everything that had a heartbeat. That's what happened. Salakia.
And something that is not mentioned also, like a lot in Canada, a lot of these white women, they have babies from blacks and Hispanics and Native, and they put these men on child support and don't even allow them to see the kids.
Right. It's Salakia. We have a comment in the chat. If you want to hop on and say the comment, you could just click on the StreamYard link in the chat. Chef Sammy Sosa said, man is made in God's image. All men, not just black men. Jehovah. I don't know who the hell is Jehovah. I think that's the name of what? Jay-Z. He called himself Jehovah or whatnot. Look at the heart, not the intellect. Jehovah. Anyone can be grafted in. Well, if you don't mind, right? Oh, damn, I put the wrong link in the chat. Salakia. If you don't mind, show us where everybody could be grafted in. Where is that in the Bible? That every single people can be grafted in. I'm curious.
Tell that to those Catholic people, those Catholic priests that's on the back rooms and saying like we need to kill black people.
Yeah.
We'll tell them that.
If everybody could be grafted in, tell that to the Catholic priest. The Catholic priest said he wants to bomb the mosque and shoot black people, and he's a priest in the Catholic Church. Why are you telling that to us? Listen, you know how we care so much about white people that we tell them they should not be in power, that we should? We're the most compassionate people on the face of the earth. Listen, you know how I know white people don't care about white people, that white lies don't matter to white people? Because they sell cigarettes to other white people, and on the packages it says smoking kills. That's how I know. I know that white people don't care about white people. How? They send them to go to fight a war that they should not have ever started, and now they come back with PTSD, legs missing, you know. They come back into the white kingdom on welfare, food stamps. You understand? They come back blaming their government. That's how I know white people don't give a damn about white people. They should not be in power. You know how white people don't give a damn about themselves? Because in Texas, a man was raped by 5 women, a group of women. And a week later, multiple men decided that they wanted to get the same treatment too. They don't even care about themselves. Make it make sense. We care so much that we don't want them to send their own people to their death. But it's gonna keep happening because they're the one running the show. You know what the Bible says? When we run the show, everybody's gonna rejoice. That's what Proverbs chapter 29:2 says.
So like, if I may, you know what I'm saying? Like, even in Canada, even in the Christian churches, there is something called the Negro corners. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like the white people, they didn't want to, you understand, worship in the same place, or even though they would be in the same church, they would have a corner just for black people. That's in Canada. You should have told them, you know what I'm saying, about inclusion, and everybody could be grafted in. You know what I'm saying? How did our forefathers become Christians? You know what I'm saying? They didn't get, you know what I'm saying, become Christian because you told them we all could be grafted in the blood of Jesus and whatnot. You slaughtered them, you raped them, you killed them, you unalived them for refusing to follow, you understand, a lie that is white Jesus. You understand? Meanwhile, Jesus is a black man. Meanwhile, you understand, the Bible described God as a black man. You know what I'm saying? You killed us, you understand, for being grafted in. But now, you understand, we tell the truth. You want to be grafted in the truth. Like, you understand, it's something like you deserve. You understand? How you don't deserve it? What you deserve is, you understand, is punishment for what you have done for Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans.
Yeah, I'm right.
That's what you deserve. You understand? And we deserve, you understand, justice. We deserve salvation from you. We need to be saved from you, man. You understand? There's no grafted in. You understand? Because once we grafted in, you will keep doing exactly what you're doing today. You understand? There's like, again, the story that I just mentioned earlier about, you understand, like those 2 Haitian brothers, you understand, that was beat up by the police. They were grafted in. One of them is in the military. The other one is a police officer in the metro station, you understand, which is the subway in Canada. They beat them up. They even rip his hair out. You understand?
Yeah, I got that clip right here.
You know how we got braids? He ripped the whole, you know what I'm saying, like effing braid off, you know what I'm saying, off his skull. That's grafted in for you. That's how we grafted in, you understand? But you want to be grafted in love and peace and, you understand, the lack of justice. Look at this. This is how we grafted in.
Contre un policier alors qu'il se trouvait à l'extérieur du véhicule, lui arrachant même une des mèches. Tu vas voir également sur le corps de Denzel les traces laissées par le taser, l'arme à impulsion électrique. Le policier s'en serait servi alors que le jeune homme était déjà au sol, donc déjà maîtrisé. Les policiers de Laval ont finalement décidé, Philippe Vincent, de lâcher prise parce qu'ils se sont rendus compte que Denzel portait des pantalons de constable spécial de la STM. Et on sait que les constables de la STM...
Yeah, they realized that he works for the subway station, that he's a security officer. He's like, oh, well, we're tasing one of ours.
God, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He was already on the ground, already subdued, and they tased him, rip out his hair. That, you know what I'm saying? You should tell those people, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, black people need to be grafted in. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you tell, like, the people why don't you tell the oppressor of Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian, then, like, those people are grafted in. They are, like, you understand, they are human beings. Why you tell the oppressed, you understand, for speaking against the oppression, that now you got to be, like, you understand, like, we are the same. Go tell the oppressors, you understand, like, we got, you understand, these people are grafted in. That's the hypocrisy and the lies, you understand, and the nerve of you Edomites, man. You understand?
Yes.
That's the oppressed, you understand? And hopefully, you understand, you're not a brother or a brother. So, like,
no, so like, you know what's the crazy part is that he's saying that, you know, we're talking about skin color. We're not. because you are the seed of your father. Bob Marley is not going in the kingdom of heaven. He's gonna be rising again in chains. It's not about skin color. You understand? It's really not. And even then, to tell us that the Most High looks at your heart, not your skin color. First of all, you don't know the Bible, because the Bible says the heart is deceitful. But here's the thing, right? Because clearly you don't have the cojones to jump on the stream and clarify what you meant. Why don't you tell white people to stop looking at skin color when they lynch us, right? Why don't you tell white people to stop looking at skin color when they profile us? Why don't you tell them that? If it's not about skin color, right, then maybe the white man in the Catholic Church that said that he wants to bomb the mosque and shoot black people didn't get the memo. Because clearly he said shoot black people. He didn't say, shoot just any people. He said he wants to shoot black people. Last time I checked, black was a color. You understand? So maybe you should tell white people to stop looking at skin color when they decide to commit genocide. Maybe you should do that. You understand? Because we're not talking about skin color. You understand? We come in all different shades of brown.
And so like he's probably a brother, because his name's Sammy Sosa. It's probably a brother that white in itself, but that has a white mind. But that's what Christianity does to you. The Bible says, speak for the oppressed, seek justice for for the oppressed. That's what we're doing. We're speaking exactly against crime that was done to Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We're speaking against the justice that we need. But you know what? You don't care about that. Why? Because Christianity, because of white supremacy. You don't give a damn about the justice that Black people need. And that's one thing that Black people have, the trauma that we got to carry on, as Black, outside of the UPK, of course. We don't give a damn about the justice that one of each other's need. You say your Christian love to say, love thy brother like that, like thyself. If I'm your brother and I'm oppressed by white people, shouldn't you seek, the justice for me just like you were oppressed? Because if white people do you something, wouldn't you want people to seek justice for you? We're doing that for every Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. You don't. So I guess you don't know that. You do not know the Bible and what love is. It's a lot.
Well, the StreamYard link is in the chat. Anyone who wants to chime in, ask a question, make a comment, y'all jump on. Don't be like Chef Sammy Sosa, who doesn't have cojones, but he's a keyboard warrior who doesn't even put up a fight. The point is, if you're a brother, you are one of the slaves that Harriet Tubman was talking about that was not able to be freed because they didn't even know they're slaves. Now go tell white people to stop focusing on skin color, and maybe we could have a conversation. So Lucky, let's move on to the next one.
Over.
I didn't say over. Yeah.
Do you think it's important to stay inside your culture?
Hell yeah, just not white.
Why? Why not white?
I don't need nothing that colonized us. I'm not dating nothing that colonized us.
Oh boy, open up the window. It's getting all racial up in this piece.
I want all the different types of Black that there is. Why are we so quick to go to white? And they're trying to be us. Everybody want their lips done, right? Fillers, Black girls, we got that. Everybody want a tan, look orange, right? Brown girls, we got that, right? Everybody want braids, right?
You're not lying.
We got that.
Do you think it's important?
Hey, shout out to the sister. You understand? Big up the sister. Because at the end of the day, we should not date outside of our race. Like, I don't understand. We have 12 flavors. There's nothing better than so-called Black, Latina, or Native women. Nothing. Y'all niggas need to grow some balls because you can't deal with a Black woman attitude. Especially in hell. Damn. Imagine you're in hell, you go through trauma from your pre-life to your current life to your next life. Talking about I can deal with these women or whatnot. Listen, I don't know, grow some balls, nigga. At the end of the day, you know what? You want a white woman, you're gonna end up with her, and she's gonna clean her gun and accidentally shoot you in the face, talking about, oh, it was a mishap. And she's not going to go to jail. You think I'm making this up? That happened a couple months ago. She said it was an accident. She shot her man in the face. Now, to you sisters, you want to deal with a white man a colonizer, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna go on a date, you know, you're gonna end up in a suitcase, chopped up. That happened in the States, that happened in Colombia, that happened everywhere. Oh, maybe you want an Arab because you don't want a colonizer that brought you white supremacy. Well, you're gonna date an Arab. You understand? You're gonna go to Dubai. You're gonna be defecated on. That's what's gonna happen. Listen, name it. We'll tell you exactly what's gonna happen. The East Indians hate so-called blacks and Latinos. The Chinese hate us. Everybody hates us. We're the only thing that we got. And how are you going to be with a people that don't even understand your oppression? They don't even understand the condition of your people. You have nothing in common with these. One people is colonizers, these people are colonized. How does that make sense? Like imagine, like as a black man or black woman, right? And you have a white counterpart. Now you're watching the show. Y'all probably watch. Y'all can't even watch Django together. Y'all can watch a slave movie, a documentary. Y'all can even read about a post that's potentially, you know, has a racial connotation. You know, you can't. Imagine that. It's too ambiguous. Maybe you're not gonna say anything because you don't want to make your white spouse, you know, uncomfortable, or your East Indian Arab spouse uncomfortable, because all these people had a hand in our slavery. And if you do, then it's an argument, and y'all trying to kill each other. Good night. Listen, y'all better stick with your own. That's what y'all better do. Now, shout out to the sister. We have 12 flavors. You want a light-skinned man? I don't know. Get a Latino. You know, that's it. You want some flavor? Shit. Get a spice. Get a Benjamite. You want someone that cooks mac and cheese and pumpkin soup? Get yourself a Judite. That pumpkin soup. Good night. You know, but you have no excuse to want to date outside of your race. Shalakia.
And why is everything like always like there's somebody that's like one of us that's speaking for white people? Like I said, I don't get it. Like I said, just like us, the Sammy Sosa guy, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't say like, well, you know what, you guys are saying like Chinese are also grafted. You know what I'm saying? Like Japanese are also grafted. It's always about white people. Like you know what I'm saying, like haven't they done enough to us, like you know what I'm saying, for them to even be in the conversation? You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't even be in the conversation. Like you know what I'm saying, they did so many evil things to us. Like you know what I'm saying, why we still like want to love these people, or you know what I'm saying, like want to give them attention or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just stick with one of us, you know what I'm saying, like with us, you know what I'm saying, and start loving each other. And that's just like, you know what I'm saying, like somebody in the UPK, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, like, I believe that looks like New York, or one, you know what I'm saying, one of the places in the States. She gets
That's definitely New York.
She know, yeah, come. She, you know what I'm saying, she knows how to dress, you know what I'm saying, like, and whatnot. But she already got the, you know what I'm saying, like a soldier mind, we could say, like, for, you know what I'm saying, for lack of better words. She already has a, you know what I'm saying, like rider mind, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like a black power mind in her, you know what I'm saying. And a lot of sisters over here, you know what I'm saying, like that's what you need. Like, you know what I'm saying, like you coward behind white people. You know what I'm saying, you coward behind, you know what I'm saying, your boss, you know what I'm saying, like treat your boss like he was God, like he was your king. Meanwhile, you treat that man that you're sleeping with, you know what I'm saying, like shit, basically. You understand? So, you know what I'm saying, like we need more sisters like that. You know what I'm saying? We need more sisters to stand up and love black men, love Hispanics, love Native Indian, and we could heal each other, man. You know what I'm saying? We could save one another. You know what I'm saying? We could become great, you know what I'm saying, with one another, man. So like it.
Yeah, so lucky. You see what we're talking about, where if you want to be fighting for your people as a man, you better come into the school. As a sister, the same way. And this is how you're going to fight, by rejecting the ideology of interracial marriage. Besides it being a sin, it's an attack on our people. Because how are we going to fix the black family structure if black people are not sticking with black people? If Latinos are not sticking with Latinos, if Natives are not sticking with Natives, like where you can't, you know, imagine talking about the black family structure. Now you're dating a white woman. Imagine talking about the black family structure and you're like Eve married to a white man. Imagine that. You have no say whatsoever on the black family structure if you're dating outside your race. Now, blacks, Latinos, and natives are one and the same people. Stay within that pool. If you're moving out of that pool, you're jumping into a cesspool of lasciviousness. And Lord be with y'all. Salakia.
Like, that's the disease. That's when the disease come in. You know, these people, like, you know what I'm saying, like, carry diseases. So that's when the disease come in.
When a woman knows love, she shows love. A lot of women didn't grow up in love, and it shows. They've never seen a woman love a man, respect his voice, cater to him, or enjoy making his life easier on a daily basis. Not like it's a job or a duty, but like it is an honor. You enjoy doing this because you like him. When a woman knows love, she shows love.
Listen, a lot of y'all sisters need to take notes.
Yeah, I follow your sister. She's amazing. She's amazing.
Oh, damn. God. She sounds like she married, though.
Yeah, good.
Just
how she's speaking in the videos and like the motivation she brings to black women and what she say, she's somebody, like, you know, saying that should be a therapist for white black women. She should be a therapist, you know, saying for you know, saying the couples. And I pray God that she carries like what she teach in a relationship, you know, saying, because she says she has amazing points for black women. So I will suggest to every black sister, Latinas, and Native Indian, go follow her page, man. Khadijah Camp. She's an amazing sister with a lot of excellent points.
All I know is that it's hard for men to find a woman like that outside the I.S.U.P.K. That's all I got to tell you. You understand? Because even then, like, you haven't seen, some women may have seen how to love a man based on a sister that thinks she know what love is, and really she doesn't. You know, she doesn't. Now, I'm not saying that that's who she is or whatnot, but a lot of y'all haven't misconstrued what love is. Really, a lot of y'all think love is 6 digits. That's what you think love is. You think love is the 666. You think love is the mark of the beast, the 666, the 6-pack, the 6 figures, and the 6 feet. You know, that's what a lot of y'all think love is. Y'all need to get it straight. You know,
they be having guts. They want to see
that. You know, like, you know, like, listen, be a peace to your husband. Listen, especially in this oppression, right? If all you know how to be is a monster, and I'm not talking about the fact that you have trauma that we have to deal with, or, you know, you're on your flower once a month, and we have to deal with attitude, because sometimes you just have attitude. Sometimes we don't dislike it all the time, but you need to know how to check yourself, because he will check you too. And sometimes a check-in is, yo, listen, shut the fuck up, fuck out of the house. That's why a lot of y'all happens. This is what, you know, this is why Moses had to give y'all a bill of divorce that you were never supposed to get in the first place. You know, the point is, y'all need to know how to deal with each other. That's the thing, especially in the hell that we're in. The same way you have trauma in that you go through hell and that we have to deal with it, your man is going through the same, probably even worse, because you're being used as a tool against your man. Imagine that. And it's worse if you don't even know it.
Right.
How are we going to fix the nation if we keep destroying each other, putting each other down? You know, and that's the problem. You understand? Salakia.
An unstable female cannot tell a man that he needs to grow and do inner work when she herself is emotionally unhinged and her mood is dictated by her feelings. Okay, women who are at peace and create peaceful environments don't do that anyway. Y'all tell on yourselves when y'all are rude and disrespectful and putting men down, because peaceful women don't do that. We lead by example, and that motivates people to be better. An unstable female cannot...
Listen, yeah. What Adiyar said, I didn't say y'all take notes. That's what Adiyar said. You know, imagine you're unstable all the time and somebody, yo, these niggas ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't getting a job or whatnot. You know, listen, uplift that nigga. Nigga like, yo, you the shit. You know, shit. Yo, listen, I got fired today. The white man's being the devil and that. Like, nah, niggas ain't shit. Like, well, damn. Imagine coming to that all the time. You know, imagine coming to a house where you don't even want to be in the house. The Bible says you'd rather be in the corner on the rooftop somewhere than to be in the house with a monster like that. You gotta fight a dragon. Death is better than to deal with a bitter bitch. That's what the Bible says. Imagine that. You know, you want to be a peace to your husband. You understand? Shit, this nigga might spoil you left and right. All you gotta do is just, sometimes you have to be quiet. It's case by case. Sometimes it's just letting him know, like, yo, listen, you got this. You understand? You got this. Well, whatever the case is, don't be putting your man down. Like, the whole society, the whole world, every single nation is against us. You know? So don't let them use you as a tool to destroy us and our family even further. And we have a comment say, whereabouts in Toronto can I see you guys? Hey, Shalom, you can message us directly. You can message directly on ISUPKCanada@gmail.com. You understand? And get in class. We have online classes as well, damn near throughout the whole week. You understand? Just send us a message directly, ISUPKCanada@gmail.com. And damn, I forgot to ask the most important question. What is your ethnical background on your father's side? That's what I should have done first. You know, until the person responds to that question, just don't put down that man. And it's not just don't put down that man. You niggas is the same, right? Like, just like we talked about earlier, a lot of us can deal with each other, you know. And you say, well, I can't deal with this black woman. I can deal with this Hispanic sister. I can deal with this native. So I'm going to get myself a white girl. Well, listen, we're both in hell. Don't bring her down to about she has too much attitude. Do you know what she went through? And if you didn't care to get to know what she went through, well, that's your problem. You should have thought about that first. Now you have to deal with it through thick and thin. Till death do you part. You understand? Brother, he's a brother from PR. No sweat. Well, send us a message on ISUPKCanada@gmail.com. You understand? We'll get you right. And like I said, until then, you could tune into all the classes that we have throughout the week on ISUPK Toronto YouTube, and the Facebook page is I.S.U.P.K Canada on Facebook. Tune into the classes. You know, click the sign-in links, do your 90 days, and get with us. You understand? Just don't forget to send us a message, and we'll get you right. And really, he said his mom is white. Well, that's fine. If your dad is from Puerto Rico of indigenous or black descent, you're a brother. Does that mean that you should hate your mother because she's white? Absolutely not. You know, don't hate your mother. Don't tell her to kiss your boot. Just love your mother. Just be a good son. Be a good son and follow the laws. That's the only way we need to love your mother. And if she asks you questions about the truth, she don't necessarily have to understand it. You don't even have to even bring that up. Just love your mom. That's it. You didn't choose your mom. Just love your mom. You know, you're not the only one with a heathen mother. Just love your mom, and that's it. Just be a good son, love your mom, and follow the laws. That's really it. Now, as far as your dad, if he has any questions about the truth, I don't know if he's still in your life or not, but if he does, I mean, tell him come to class. That's it. Salak Yadwa.
And I want to add also for you know, saying what you pulled, you know, saying like a lot of sisters will be like, you know, saying, well, my man doesn't treat me good, like he doesn't like, you know, saying like bring me to eat, he doesn't do that, you know, saying like your man is probably working a hard job that he doesn't even want to work. You know what I'm saying? Like he has to deal with, you know what I'm saying, Edomites daily. And you are too. But instead of just doing that, you know what I'm saying, like, or saying, complaining like that, when was the last time you told your man you love him? When was the last time you told him he was great? When was the last time you know what I'm saying, like you make sure, you understand, he knows that every day that, you know what I'm saying, like you care about him? I'm gonna tell you something, like even that's in the Bible as well. A smooth word, you understand, change a lot of things. You understand? Right. The way you speak to your man, the way you dedicate yourself to, you understand, respecting that man, Just like that sister. You see, even that sister, like she speak with a smooth voice. Imagine a sister, you understand, you speaking to your man like that, you understand, with a smooth voice, you understand, with, you understand, like not with anger, you understand, you will heal that man. You will make that man move mountains. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Y'all be going on dicks left and right. Y'all be, you know what I'm saying, like doing things left and right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but when he comes back to the house and you like a dragon, you understand, you don't call him all day. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you at work, you don't call him all day. You don't even ask him how was his day. You don't never tell him like you love him. You know what I'm saying? He's great. And you expect, and there's other women that's telling him that. So what you expect him to do? Stay with you? Or focus more on these other women? You understand? Like, you understand? Like, you want to keep your man, there's a way to be. And this is why the Bible is so necessary in our communities. The Bible as the key for a perfect relationship. You understand? The Bible as the key for a perfect relationship with your man and your, you know what I'm saying, like your woman. Follow it. You understand? Use that talent that the gift that, you know what I'm saying, that God gave every woman, which is femininity. You know what I'm saying? Use
Damn
that,
right.
man. You understand? And learn, you understand, how to use it. Learn, you understand, that man could move mountains for you, give you anything, you understand? Sacrifice, you understand, his life for you. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, he accepts you, like, you know what I'm saying, with all your funkiness, you know what I'm saying, especially nowadays, you know what I'm saying, finding a virgin is not easy. So, you know what I'm saying, we accepting like funky bitches out there. But, you know what I'm saying, like, we dedicate to love these women, you know what I'm saying, and turning them into something better in the UPK. You understand? So you, as well as a woman, you understand, you should want, you understand, your man to excel. You should want your man. Your man is a reflection of who you are as well. Your man excellent is you excellent, man. You understand? Push that man to be better. And the only way you're going to push him to be better, you understand, the better man, is by the love that you give him. So like,
Damn right. As a matter of fact, the Bible says what? I think it's in 1st Ezra, 2nd Ezra, chapter 4, right? When the king was asking the three brothers, what is the most powerful thing? The brother was saying, what did he say? Let me get it real quick. Right? The brother was saying the wine. Right? Let me get this, because the brother was basically saying, yo, the wine is the strongest. No, the king is the strongest. No. The third brother say woman is the strongest. What did James Brown say? This is a man's world, but it will be nothing without a woman. Y'all don't understand, sister, how much power you got. It's not even about the power you have between your legs. That's not what it is. You know, because whores have vaginas as well. You know, this is not about what's in between your legs. You know, the femininity that you bring. Listen, imagine I have to argue with the white man every day. I have to get threatened to be fired. Imagine, say I have to be threatened to be deported or whatnot. You know, I'm being put down like, well, we're tired of you people. What? And damn, now I come home. You think the first thing I want to do is argue with you? I'm not even talking about I had to listen to your problems, because this is what we signed up for. You have problems, well, we're going to deal with it. We signed up for it, right? I think the first thing I want to argue is about, yeah, you pissed me off because of this and that. I'm like, yo, listen, I was arguing the whole goddamn day with these oppressors. This is the last thing I want. I just want to sit down. I don't even want to do nothing. The least you could do is just, shit, rub his beard or something. I don't know. Give him rub his beard. Get some Tazariak buddy butter. Put it all over you. Become a magnet that, like, what is that smell? Damn, little mom. You know, make his mind at peace for a second, because he's gonna go right to war with whatever demon you got, whatever issues you bring to the table. He's gonna fight for you to death. And then he's gonna go back out here in the world and still fight for you, fight for all the people till his death. All you can do is just a 5 minutes of peace, regardless of how you bring in peace. Shit, give him some too. You know. Right. But the point is, you sisters have an unbelievable power that a lot of you don't know how to tap in that power. You know, and for those who know how to tap in that power, the book of TITHES says that you could teach other sisters how to tap in that power. So they could be a piece to their man, just like you are a piece to your man. Yes, I think it's 2nd Ezra chapter 4. Zerubbabel said the women are the most powerful things on the face of the earth. Men go to war for women. Men lose their wits for women. Men go crazy for women. They do all types of shit for women. You understand? But the truth is more powerful. The point is, y'all sisters need to tap in that power. So y'all can make a man do anything.
Right.
You know how? Just by being a virtuous woman. A lot of y'all can make a man do anything just by shutting your mouth. You know, a man will do. Y'all can lead men just by being submissive. Imagine that. Damn.
God.
Y'all just quiet, submissive, and just a lot of y'all are leading men just by being cute and saying, "Khan, I don't want Khan." You know, do you want me to have those bills paid? What do you want me to do? Y'all just putting yourself up like, what should I do? Do you want me to do this? Man's like, it's so weird that a lot of y'all niggas are just like, what do you mean? You're not even used to this. You're used to a demonic prostitute that's trying to run your pockets. The day you get some virtuous, beautiful women, you know, and I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about spiritually, you're damn near shocked. Like, it's unbelievable that they're out here. And I'm gonna tell you where. A virtuous woman that is unbelievable like that, submissive, that is damn near like, she's the woman of your dreams, is in the I.S.U.P.K. The Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Right. Now, if you find some woman that follows you, I hope she follows you in the Lord, because if she's shipping packages of narcotics because you told her to, yeah, she's a dumb broad. She's dumb, and she don't love you. Because the Proverbs 31 woman would make sure that you don't have to sell drugs. That if you're broke, she's holding you down. I'm not saying depend on her, but times are hard. Maybe you get fired, and she's like, "Yo, are you hungry? You want me to DoorDash you something? Do you want me to, you know, do you need something? Do you need what? Do you need $20? I got you. I'll send you 100. I got you because I got us." Where the scripture says again, so like I'm going to paraphrase. It says a proper woman, she's working on fixing her household. She's not destroying it. You understand? That's why y'all need to stop trying to get a woman because of how she looks. The first question you should ask yourself is, does she have empathy? Does she have compassion? Do I want her to be the mother of my children? Ask yourself these questions. You get to know a woman when you see her, and you'll find out real quick, do I really want to sleep with that bra because she has a big butt and some big breasts? And what Dr. Umar said? Dr. Umar said she's a throat goat. You're gonna marry a throat goat, and you're not gonna be the only one in her throat. I guarantee you that. You understand? You might share her with Dr. Umar. Who knows? He loves hoes, apparently. It's a lot. Good night. So like, let me share my screen.
Any guy friends?
I do.
If we were dating and they wanted to spend time with you one-on-one, how would you react?
Okay, so a lot of the guys that I date with do not condone me having guy friends, but unfortunately, because I'm single and no one has asked me for marriage, I'm going to continue to have guy friends. I'd rather guy friends than female friends.
So you're saying that you're single until married?
Absolutely.
Even if we were boyfriend, girlfriend?
Absolutely.
So if I said, yo, my boundary is no hanging out with this dude who I don't know.
As a girlfriend, you don't have that ability to tell me what I can and cannot do, because there's no ring on my finger, and because there's someone out there that's going to give me the full throttle of what I want. I believe that.
But if we're together, why would you want to break that?
So let me reverse the question, right? So we're together, right? And you have a fan base of female friends, right? Will you hang out with them?
Not if it's something you didn't like.
Okay, so I like your thought process. A lot of guys won't think like that.
Well, real quick, I'm gonna get to your question in a second, brother, right? In the chat. The thing is that men and women are totally different, and what she has is not a list of guy friends. She has a roster of niggas that just waiting to sleep with her. That's the fact. Like, she's dumb as hell. She said, I'm gonna keep a list of guy friends until I have a ring around my finger. You're gonna have a ring around your finger, and that list of guy friends is gonna be at the wedding just to look at any red flags that might announce that you're gonna get a quick divorce, to be next on the list to put a ring on your finger. It's stupid. Damn. No woman has a guy friend that don't want to sleep with her. You're just waiting for the opportunity. That's it. And she's dumb as hell saying, well, you're my boyfriend, so you have no say until you put a ring on my finger. And until that happens, I have the list of guy friends because they might be someone out here. So basically what you're doing is just going down the list that you find the one that just out of the blue puts a ring on your finger, and then you're going to stop being a whore?
Yes. He has to have everything on full throttle. So like,
full throttle, yeah. Damn. I bet she's on full throttle on these niggas.
She
You
like a monster.
Yeah. She want a jackhammer full throttle. That's what she wants. Say.
Like, that's why she's still single.
Yeah.
Like, that's why she's still single, because no man is gonna accept. Like, women think that men are dumb, like, you know what I'm saying, in a way, like, you know what I'm saying. We know, like, you know what I'm saying, you have a bunch of male friends, you know what I'm saying, you're having sex with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of them is calling you, you know what I'm saying, like, at night, you know what I'm saying, like, you're gonna get drunk, you're gonna go outside, and next thing you know, like, you know what I'm saying, you calling him, you know what I'm saying, to spend over, come sleep over, or you going over, you know what I'm saying, to his house, or you taking the hotel and whatnot, you know what I'm saying. So we're not dumb, like, you know what I'm saying. You have niggas in your phone and whatnot, and nowadays, you know what I'm saying, those women, you know what I'm saying, even though you date them and whatnot, they will delete all their friends, but there will be a secret app, a private app, where all the friends still remain there. You understand? Unless I'm telling you, like I'm saying, that there's application that you could have on your phone where, you know what I'm saying, that application look like Facebook. When you open it, you know what I'm saying, it looks like Facebook, but next thing you know, there's a back page of that application that is not Facebook, that has all the, like, you know, contacts and everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
It is. And you know what's the crazy part? That list of friends that she has, every single one of them realizes, well, I'm on the list, and she's asking me to put a ring on the finger, or she's not gonna delete the list. She's going through that list of friends. She dated every single one of them. Those that she haven't dated yet, she's just finna see who's next and the potential, you know, the potential ringer. Damn, that's what she's saying. And until then, she's gonna have a list. She's gonna go down the list. She's gonna have sex with every single one of them. And until one puts a finger, I mean, she's gonna get a run through. She's a runner. She's a track star, just getting the miles up. Damn. Good night. And just so y'all know, if you're on that list and you're listening to the show, right? If you sleep with her, you are a homosexual. I'm telling you right now. If you sleep with a woman that just last week got rid of her friend because he would not put a ring on her finger, you're putting your penis where he puts his semen at already. You are a homosexual. I'm gonna just tell you flat out. So, before we switch, let me get to the question of the brother. He said, do you guys like Dr. Umar, seeing as he is African? Dr. Umar is not African, brother. He loves Africans, but he's not African. Maybe at heart, you understand? He is as African as Martin Luther King was white. That's it. Dr. Umar is as African as Malcolm X was a Muslim. Dr. Umar is a brother that embraces Africa. Unfortunately, he's confused. But Dr. Umar is absolutely a brother. But he's not African. Now, the statement that I said about him loving whores, hey, listen, it's a lot. He got a list of throat goats.
And I don't think he's a doctor neither.
He's not a doctor. He's a charlatan and a scammer. Listen, Dr. Umar Johnson is getting scammed by the scammers. He's a wannabe Nigerian scammer. That's why he collected $2 million to open up a school, gambled all the money, and said, "I'm broke. Here's my Apple Pay and Cash App. Send me some money, or send it to what's his name? Queen Ofotunde, my throat goat. Good night. But yeah, Dr. Umar is a brother. He's not African. We have a few more clips before we clip the show. So this one is basically saying, woman says that 9 to 5 are for niggas who can't survive in the streets. Boy, see when we're talking about a virtuous woman, let me just get the precept real quick, because this is a problem. Some women like these think they are a virtuous woman because they spread their legs wide open for that man. For that man that's on her list at the time. Salaki. This proverb.
Okay, go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
Now, this Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Proverbs chapter 31, verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies? Now, that sister that said 9 to 5 is for people that can't survive the streets, that can't handle the streets. Yes, I mean, she's not even worth a rock. She's not. She's not worth a piece of dust. She's not worth a particle of dust of coal. She's not. I'm telling you right now. Verse 11 says, the heart of her husband doth safely trust in her. You can't trust in a woman like that. I say, nigga, you work, you have a 9 to 5, so you're not made for the streets. And I need no nigga like that. I need no square. That's what they say. You can't trust that woman. I'm telling you, we can't. She's probably Dr. Umar's throat goat. So that he shall have no need of spoil. See, any woman that tells you, like, you're not man enough because you're not selling crack, because you're not shooting up niggas on the block, stay away from her. She wants the street nigga, just stay away from her. If she wants a street nigga, she's an alley cat. I'm telling you right now. She's a stray dog. And you know what a female dog is. I'm telling you right now, you need to stay away from these type of women. What do you mean? Like, listen, Young Thug is most likely a sodomite, and he's for the streets, right? Y'all just like to say shit, because when it comes down to it, you know, is that man going to be able to save you from a bullet? Like, see when we're saying, is this the type of woman I want to have kids with? This is not. And even worse is that we know that, you know, a lot of stuff have been put in place so that we kill each other in the street, we sell drugs to each other, and you want a man that's just being used by the white man to destroy his community? Yeah, you hate, we know, by the color of your hair, we could tell you hate yourself. But, you know, by what you're saying, we know how much you hate your people. And it's not your fault, it's the white man's fault. But damn, stay away from a woman like that. And if you decide to still take on a woman like that, Lord be with you, because that's going to be a lot of work. And I already got a lot of work on my hands, so shit. You know, pushing the truth is a lot of work. Imagine having to deal with a demon like that, because that's a demon. That's a dragon. She said, if you ain't shooting these niggas up, I don't want you. Well, guess what? If you have a lot of niggas shooting up in you, I definitely don't want you. So like you.
If I may add, like, you know what I'm saying, this is what the Bible says, you know what I'm saying, the wise woman opened her mouth with wisdom, with intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Like, those street niggas, they go to jail. They go to jail, and guess what? The prison guards, they're doing it 9 to 5. But those same hood niggas, they're getting beat up by, you know what I'm saying, like those prison guards. You know what I'm saying? Those prison guards tell them, you know what I'm saying, like, drop your clothes, they're dropping their clothes. Those prison guards tell them, you know what I'm saying, like, bend over, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, they're bending over. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, you got to understand what you're saying, like, you know what I'm saying, and they're doing it 9 to 5. Telling your hood niggas, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like, well, you know what, you got to be naked right now. You know what I'm saying? You're going in the shower naked. Cold water. You know what I'm saying? They're doing their 9 to 5. So I guess they're surviving even more. They're telling your hood niggas, you understand, what to do. The thing is, you understand, like, our women should teach or should help black men, you know what I'm saying, like, not to commit crimes. Just like you stated earlier, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, like when he says in Proverbs, you know what I'm saying, like a wise woman, you know what I'm saying, a virtuous woman, you know what I'm saying, like a man will not need, you know what I'm saying, paraphrasing, will not need to be spoiled. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Doesn't need to go rob a bank. Doesn't need to go sell drugs. Doesn't need to be a street hood nigga. Why? Because your wisdom, because of your discipline, because of your character, the type of woman you are. That's what we need. We don't need no street, you know what I'm saying, niggas. Your 9 to 5 is cool because you understand, like, you know what I'm saying, like the police is not gonna arrest you for your 9 to 5 unless you commit a crime. Meanwhile, we losing brothers left and right. You understand? And that same hoe that say, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, that she rather a 9, you know what I'm saying, a hood nigga. Well, guess what? She's gonna be with a hood nigga. She's not gonna be satisfied. She's gonna get with another hood nigga.
Yeah.
And try to find stability, she's gonna go with a nigga that has a 9 to 5.
And Salakia, you know what's the funny part is that the hood nigga is gonna end up in jail. She's gonna try to find stability. She's gonna sleep with that prison guard that has a 9 to 5 for stability. That's what's gonna happen.
God, you understand? So, you know what I'm saying? This is why we tell you know what I'm saying, like, your woman. You see, like the sister that you played earlier, you know what I'm saying, like Khadijah. You know what I'm saying? This is why, you know what I'm saying, like, she's not in the school, but you know what I'm saying, she makes a lot of friends. So, you know what I'm saying, I tell her sister, you know what I'm saying, like, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and listen to her. If you don't agree or need more understanding, come to class, and you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, we could expound on the topic, you know what I'm saying, she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? But this is the type of woman you should more be inclined to listen than this hoe. This hoe, you understand, like, she's bending over. The picture, you know what I mean? She's already, you know what I'm saying, like, chicks are open and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The loose leg, you know what I'm saying? The loose leg, you know what I'm saying, is already showing.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't listen to a woman like this, man. These type of women are lost. You know what I'm saying? That they need help. They need psychological help. You know what I'm saying? They need, you know what I'm saying, somebody that, you know what I'm saying, like, go into their psyche and, you know what I'm saying, see where they were abused. You know what I'm saying? See where, you know what I'm saying, the trauma come from, so they could get the proper help they need. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
No, absolutely. Because at the end of the day, don't think that is this how black women are. No, this is not how black women are. You understand? This is how the white men molded them to be. Understand that how are the bad image that people have and that how they portray themselves, how they act, it's not our fault. It's because the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of. Not to blame white people, but look at the institution, how the propaganda is being pushed. You know, just look at the sister. She's trying to be white. Look at her hair. She doesn't have a pink wig. She doesn't have, you know, whatnot. She wants to be white. And that what we found out earlier, white men love whores. This is what they go to whorehouses. Historically speaking, they have brothels full of white whores. You know, the white woman taught our sisters to be whores. The white woman told our sisters, hey, listen, look for a thug. Look for a gangster that doesn't have a 9 to 5. Now come to find out the white woman, she's going with a man that has a 9 to 5. But she will never tell her sister, go look for a man that has a 9 to 5. You understand? Look for a man that is not a criminal. She'll never tell that to our sister. She will tell her sister, listen, be part of the slut walk. Be sexually free, sexually liberated, which just means be a whore. But she will not be a whore for her husband. She will be decent. You understand? Salakia.
I'm saying this is this destruction of a black woman. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're looking at right now. Yeah, I know some of y'all think it's cool. You know what I'm saying? She probably makes sense to y'all because, you know what I'm saying, y'all were destroyed too. You've been destroyed and you don't know what love is. You don't know what being a woman is. And you don't understand, like, you understand, like, being a street nigga is actually exactly a black man being destroyed. Because we're not supposed to be street niggas. We're supposed to be princes. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be royalties, not street niggas killing one another. You know what I'm saying?
God. So like we have a couple more and then we're gonna end it. Yes, but just know this. You need to stop listening to white people because you're gonna end up just like her. The only time you could actually listen to a white person is when they tell you they're evil. I mean, what did they say in America? The proof is in the pudding. It's a lot. Now this is bad and hilarious. Good night. Holocaust victim Anne Frank reimaging. You know what? I'm gonna butcher that word. English is not my first language, and then somebody's gonna cuss me out later on. Holocaust victim Anne Frank reimagined, however you pronounce it, as a pansexual Latina with non-binary lover and neurodiverse family in controversial NYC musical. Boy,
It's a lot of they try to make white Jesus gay the other day, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
damn.
they made white Jesus gay, so that's the nature of Esau for you.
I mean, Caesar Borgia was a, I was about to say the F word. Caesar Borgia was a homosexual. He, you know, he was the secret lover of Leonardo da Vinci, and I think Michelangelo as well. But damn, listen, the only part that's really diabolical is to have one of our sisters, you know. I don't. At the end of the day, they're trying to portray her as a pansexual Latina. See, this is diabolical. This is the agenda that's being pushed on our people. Listen, if you are a pansexual, you better be in love with pots and pans in the kitchen. That's what I understand. I don't even know what pansexual means, to be honest, and I'm not gonna Google it. You know, all I know is that if you're a pansexual, you better be in love with cooking. That's all I know. Because whatever is your attraction, and if it's not pans or pots, why would you have to be portrayed as a Latina? Why not a pansexual white woman? Because Anne Frank was a white woman. Why do you have to put our people looking all messed up? You understand? There's always a propaganda to push on blacks and Hispanics and Native people. Like they're talking about, well, the Native people have two spirits. One of them is a homosexual spirit. Where is that in Native culture? The white men always trying to push some deviant culture on us, make it seem like it's normal. It's not. You know, and that's the problem. If you want to portray Anne Frank as a lesbian, I couldn't care less. Your people are the most deviant people on the face of the earth. Now, if you want to portray her as a sexual deviant Latina, this is why I have a problem, because this is an attack on my people now. You understand? Salakia, other one.
And Salakia, Anne Frank's sister, I believe, she's the woman, like I'm saying, that said that there was no gas chamber in Auschwitz. You know what I'm saying? Not to promote, like, you understand, because you know you could go to jail, you understand, for denying the Holocaust. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just expounding on what, you know what I'm saying, what she said. You know what I'm saying? I believe she said, you know what I'm saying, like the gas chamber didn't exist. It wasn't no gas chamber. It was like, you know what I'm saying, bath houses, because these oppressors, or the Jewish men, you know what I'm saying, had lice. I believe that she's the one that said that.
Yeah, I see exactly what you're talking about.
God, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that should make it, you know what I'm saying, like a video about that. You know what I'm saying, Jewish people? Make a video about what she truly said, you know what I'm saying, like the truth of what she said. And probably is because of that they're trying to paint this image of her right now because of what she did. Like, I'm saying, who knows? Like, you know, these people are so wicked. But, you know what I'm saying, like, instead of like focusing on LGBT that they do so much, you know what I'm saying, like, I believe that, you know what I'm saying, like she said, like those was not, you know what I'm saying, gas chamber. They were like bathhouses, because you Jewish people had so much lice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, white people don't shower and everything, and lice stays on white people. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe she's the one that said that. You know what I'm saying? I know, like, you know what I'm saying, and once again, we're not denying the Holocaust. All we saying, like, the biggest Holocaust happened to Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you could go to jail for denying the Holocaust in Canada now. You know what I'm saying? Even though their own people gonna deny it, but hey, it is what it is.
Well, at the end of the day, we're not denying anything. You know what? Because it's a tragedy. It's 80 million people that died during World War II. But we're only crying for 6 million. I'm saying let's cry for everybody.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it never happened. I'm just saying, why not cry for the 80 million victims? Why only 6 million? Yeah. You know, they were not even ostracized for their belief. They were ostracized for putting sexual deviancy in a German society. Y'all can look this up. We already touched on that. You know, so like, let me see if I can find a quick article, right? Khan, go ahead, other one.
And so like, you know what I'm saying, like, even like, you know what I'm saying, like, some of them are saying it's not 6 million. It's you know what I'm saying, we're not denying it, but Some of them, Jewish people, are saying it's not even 6 million. But the thing is, they tell us, you understand, that's hundreds of millions of Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians to forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe one day I should go to court, you know what I'm saying, about that one day, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I should deny it once in a while so I could go to court and, like, actually speak for the real Holocaust that ever happened. I have an history book, you know what I'm saying, like the war, the atrocities in the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, in French, les plus grands désastres de l'histoire de l'humanité. You understand? And one of the biggest, you understand, disaster of in humanity is slavery. You understand? Page 62. L'esclavage ou la traite des noirs. Slavery of Black people. You understand? That's one of the biggest disaster in humanity, man. So how come they tell us to forget like hundreds of millions of our people? Meanwhile, we got to think about like 6 million. Hey, some of them are saying it's not even 6 million. There wasn't even 6 million Jewish over there. So
hey, listen, like you said on one, some of them, not us, yeah. Some of them.
Good.
You understand? I was trying to look for the article, right, that basically is showing you that really the Nazis were unaliving some of them. Oh, there you go. I found it. Okay. Damn. Listen, I'm gonna share this with y'all, right? So that you understand that there's a lot of propaganda that's being pushed. Now, unaliving of anyone the way they were unalived is wrong. We agree, right? But you need to understand the propaganda that is being put in the truth that is not being shown. You understand? Salakia, let me share my screen. You're gonna understand better what they were doing.
Wow.
This, y'all, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Y'all can look it up on your own time. It says 6 May 1933, looting of the Institute of Sexology. On 6 May 1933, the Institute of Sexology, an academic foundation devoted to sexological research and advocacy of homosexual rights, was broken into and occupied by Nazis supporting youth. Several days later, the entire contents of the library were removed and burned. They're not telling you that about World War I or World War II. They're not. They were getting rid of any propaganda supporting the alternative lifestyle. But they're just going to say, well, we were ostracized because we were Jewish. I mean, the same thing y'all are doing today is the reason why a lot of them were just burning down the institute. Y'all teaching sexology to children today. Y'all were doing that back then. And that's why the Nazi got rid of that library. But they're not telling you that. Where is it again? Founded in 1919, the institute had been set up by Magnus Hirschfeld, a world-renowned expert in emerging discipline of sexology. During its existence, thousands of patients were seen and treated, often for free. The institute also achieved a global reputation for its pioneering work on transsexual understanding and calls for equality for homosexuals, transgender people, and women. Hirschfeld himself was a passionate advocate for homosexual rights and had a long appeal for the repeal of paragraph 175, the law that criminalized homosexuality in Germany. Where does it say that he was ostracized for being Jewish? It doesn't say that. So I don't understand why are you saying that people were getting, ostracized for being Jewish? Jewish, gay, and outspokenly liberal, Hirschfeld was an obvious target for the Nazis, and the seizure of destruction of the Institute on May 6 took place only 3 months after Hitler was made Chancellor of Germany. It never said he destroyed the Institute because of Jewish people. It never said that. You understand? Now he's going to say, where they burn books, in the end, they will burn humans too. Listen, after the attack on the Institute, the Nazis continued a persecution of gay men. It says gay men, not Jewish, by expanding and enforcing legislation that criminalized homosexuality. Now, I don't want to get banned or whatever. Y'all can look up the article. It's in the chat. You understand? We have one more clip to play, because as of last week, we started our episode of special breed of Edomites. right, where they are deaf defiant. That's all I know. So we're going to play our last clip, which we got on every show as of last week. You understand? But just look this up. I'm not saying he was right. I'm saying it's horrible what happened to any body of people that was unalive in that way. All I'm saying is that some people are saying it's not 6 million. I'm saying let's cry. Remember the 80 million victims, not only 6. That's all I'm saying. That's all we're saying. It's horrible.
Some of them.
Not us. Some of them said it never happened. Some of them are saying they were not gas chambers. They were just showers, because some of them were full of lices, because dogs have fleas. But again, some of them. Now, let's get this last clip so you understand that the nature of oppressor, this like Officer Ariel brought out earlier, right? This oppressor is basically saying that they just live for the thrill of hunting and copulating and dying. And this is proof right here. White people have deaf defiance. They're not scared of anything. They don't value life. And this clip is to prove that white life do not matter. Because if it did, they would not do stupid shit like that. Salaki.
On today's episode of Random White Acts of Danger, we have unnecessary death hiking. I guess that's what I'll call it. March Rare, you guessed it. Death, because I mean, why? Strictly for vibes. You can see in the color peroxide, a little red bull on the short, so that's why you also know special white breed has been identified and found. And it's just like, you can't just hike and take in the view. You got to jump over what looks like, I don't know, maybe 1,000 to 2,000 foot drop. Then you already know. You meet in the upper room like that, he'd be like, yo, I gave you nothing but space to the right. Why walk on the edge of death? Special white breed, that's why. Are you shitting me? Beautiful area. Where did you find this place? And I just want you to know that how you have so much trust in some of these rocks that could just tip and go the other way. And then it's over. We never gonna hear from you again. In this type of place, if you fall to your death here, you may never be found. Maybe a couple years later, but you are cooked. But you know, I appreciate this because I would never do it. But I also have anxiety through the phone because why? You moving in a malfeasant manner like you think you have a respawn. You don't. We only got one of these lives. And you can end it just like that. But you ain't worried. Maybe I'm alone, but I'm always thinking about, okay, when I first meet God, I have to have a good reason of why I got here. Falling to my death while hiking, which could have been completely avoidable, is not one of those ways I want to meet him. Run the outro.
Listen, I value life, but I appreciate those who you know may not value life as much as I do, because I appreciate everybody, right? And I'm able to witness such acts of whiteness. If it wasn't for acts of whiteness, we wouldn't be able to witness such defiant behavior. You understand? Now, if white people life matters, maybe they should start valuing life and not do such acts of whiteness. Salakia.
That's freedom for you. Like the Bible says, its habitation is high. And that's them, you know what I'm saying? Like that's their natural state, natural environment. You know what I'm saying? They used to like our habitation is low. We like to say, like, you know what I'm saying, we down to earth type of people, man. We cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool over here, man. Their habitation is high, you know what I'm saying? Like they need more and more, you know what I'm saying, like pressure, more and more, you know what I'm saying, like high temperature, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what they need, like I was saying. And, hey, one slip, you know what I'm saying, hey, who knows? Maybe they have glues in their hands and whatnot. They just glue and stick themselves to the rock. I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Why would I be doing something like this, man?
Imagine that. They can't enjoy life because death is not part of the equation. That's really what it is. You know, like, this is why they're sexual deviants. They rape everything that has a heartbeat. Rape is as equal as death. They have to commit genocide. Without genocide, I mean, it's not fun enough to just discover a land where nobody's inhabited. Like, you know, they have to wait. Listen, why do you think they're not on Mars yet? They haven't found an actual form of life. Let them find an actual life form on Mars. They're committing a genocide on the planet. That's how white people work. You understand? It's sad to say, but because all these acts are diabolical and extremely violent, and we don't advocate for any types of violence, but they do. So much so that they commit acts of violence and, you know, put their life in danger by themselves. Now, why would you do that? Nigga said, I have anxiety through the phone. Yeah. But yeah, with that, we're going to end it right here. There was another successful episode of Ground Zero Radio Podcast. We're live every Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on I.S.U.P.K. Toronto and Montreal on YouTube and Facebook on our new channel, One West Ground Zero Podcast. One West Ground Zero. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Good night. Ask questions like the brother. Shout out to everybody who tuned in the chat today. We'll be back next Sunday as usual. You understand? Not only these podcasts, but tune into these classes. Y'all have nothing better to do, right? What you got better to do? Suck on a blunt? Stop sucking on blunts. Stop going to the strip club. Just come to class. Get this truth. Ain't no time like better to get this truth. You understand? So like, y'all.
Make you gay.
Absolutely. With that, we're gonna say shalom to all the brothers. Yahweh B'Hashem Yoshai Brakatam. And to the sisters, Yahweh Shemala Tham B'Hashem Yahushai. And to the so-called Puerto Rican brother. I say so-called because Puerto Ricans of the tribe of Ephraim. To the Ephraimite brother in the chat, send us a message on any one of our social medias, I.S.U.P.K. Toronto or I.S.U.P.K. Canada at gmail.com, and we'll get you right. Shalom, Israel.
Check me out, dog. Roll the window up, man. The water. Ain't no better, dog, really. The son of a king. I don't Balenciaga. I might just wear Kyla. I might just wear the Pradas. But I'm thinking long term, so I might say the dollars. We ain't no better. I'm just being honest. I should've went to college, but I was thinking violence. It's a one West world. We the fucking loudest. Break it down, we break ground. We don't break no damn promise. Let's get active, dog. Don't tell me how you feel about it. These cats saying too much. They ain't learn enough. You maxed out the first quarter. I'm still warming up. These niggas tossing up a brick. They can't score with us. Who gon' come against us? On the Lord with us. Them niggas riding for you. Hope they ride till they crash. Put my name in your mouth. I put my belt to your ass. I ain't running no race. I just hope that I last. All them niggas you look up to, I consider them trash. Only time you seen a leader was in Wayne hand. Niggas will dab you, then pop you with the same hand. I'm a main player. I stick to the game plan. He don't really fuck with you. That's your main man. We them niggas came through and made your city hot. Yep, said he in the field, but he really not. And I ain't casting no stone, I just let him rock. And that's the kind of story they gon' read about. But if it's war, it ain't no tapping out. Grip still heat, spit like a dragon mouth.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West.